Hello students, welcome back to your class of English, and today we'll discuss about the rest of the question answers and the book exercises which are left. So let's do the leftover exercises. So are you ready? Yes. So start doing the book exercises. And I really hope that you all have read the chapter carefully and were being able to answer the questions that have been given, and hopefully you all have completed your work that have been assigned by me. So now today we'll complete the rest of the book exercises. So this is exercise G that we are going to discuss today. So the first question that is given: how do you think Mrs. Oakeshott must have felt when she heard about Mr. Ryder's involvement in the theft? As my dear students, we know that this is just like a or just type of hot questions that higher order thinking skill, and we know that a brother and sister's relationship is very pious, and the sisters always have great affection for their brothers, and the brothers also have the same affection for their sisters. So definitely when Mrs. Oakeshott came to know about Mr. Ryder's involvement in the theft, it was like a thunderbolt for her. It was really like a shock for her, as she had never expected her brother just involved in such a criminal case, and she had never hoped that her brother could commit a theft. So what could be the possible answer? That Mrs. Oakeshott must have felt very bad when she heard about Mr. Ryder's involvement in the theft, because she didn't expect this from her brother and had lost her trust from him. Mrs. Oakeshott had felt so bad to know the reality of her brother. And the next question is, what do you think happened to Mr. Ryder in the end? The question is, what do you think happened to Mr. Ryder in the end? Then obviously, as we have read in the chapter, that Ryder was the person who was the actual thief, then definitely he would have been captured by the police, or he might be after the or behind the bars and may be sentenced for his crime. So let's see what could be the possible answer. Ryder is a thief who is found to have stolen the blue carbuncle. Carbuncle is here the blue diamond in the adventure of the blue carbuncle. However, at the end of the story, after Ryder had confessed himself and begged, God help me, seems moved by compassion and tells the man to get out of his flat without making any move to prosecute Ryder. So this could also be the possible answer, that he might have been sentenced for his crime, or as he was begging at the end of the story, so Holmes might have shown the compassion and he didn't move to prosecute Mr. Ryder. So the next question is, describe these characters from the story in 2 or 3 sentences each. The first one is Mr. Baker, Henry Baker, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, Mr. Ryder, and Mr. Peterson. So as we know about Mr. Baker, that he was an innocent person, as when there was an advertisement about to recollect his lost possessions, he just came as an innocent person must have turned. And we talk about Mr. Holmes, we know that he was really a very good spy who just, without having much claim or without having much clues, just deduced about the real criminal and was able to find out the real thief. And Dr. Watson was a very good friend of Mr. Holmes, and even though he didn't have much wit as Sherlock Holmes had, but even though he was also very good in spying, as he was always in the company of his friend Mr. Holmes. And Mr. Ryder, as we can say that Mr. Ryder was not an innocent person, as he really blamed a plumber who was actually not the thief and just tried to hide his own crime. And even he also breached the trust of his sister. So Mr. Peterson was also a very honest policeman, as he directly when he came to know about the blue diamond, the gem, he directly just came to Mr. Holmes to tell about this thing, and we really appreciated his honesty and his loyalty towards his duty. So now I'm just giving you a few hints so that you would be able to write down about the characters in the story. So let's see. Mr. Henry Baker is a tall, drunken, and a very unknown man in this story. He has a major part in this story, but just having the goose with the blue carbuncle. And the next one is about Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is a private investigator who works from his home on Baker Street in the centre London. A devoted pupil of crime studies, he is jealous believer in the past, observant and deducting reasoning. Holmes is typical, unflappable and reserved, but no occasion he exposes a passionate creative also. And the next character is Dr. Watson. Watson is Sherlock Holmes' friend, assistant and sometime flatmate, and the first person narrator of the story. He is described as a typical gentleman. Unlike Holmes, he is astute, although he fails to match his friend's detective skills. Mr. Ryder. James Ryder was an attendant at the Hotel Cosmopolitan in London, and he stole a blue carbuncle, a precious jewel. Then he tried to blame the plumber for the theft, but Sherlock Holmes discovered the truth. And the last one character is Mr. Peterson, as Peterson is very honest fellow and good guy. So he tried to break through and protect the stranger from his assailants. When the man dropped his hat and his goose, Peterson directly brought them both to Sherlock Holmes. So as dear students, we have discussed about this chapter in detail, and I really hope that you are able to understand. You have already understood this chapter and would be able to answer any of the question related to this chapter. So your work is the first one to complete all the book exercises in your own language, and the second thing to write down the summary of this chapter, the adventure of the blue carbuncle. And along with it, I'm just assigning you one activity related to this chapter, that I have gathered for you few pictures related to almost the same story. So I'm just showing you that pictures, and with the help of the given pictures, as in the form of picture composition, you have to make your own story. So are you ready? Yes. So let me show you the pictures that have been collected for you to create or to weave a new story. See, this is the first picture. Then I'm showing you the next one. See, this is the next picture. And let me show you more pictures. See this one. And the next one. So as my dear student, this is about, as we know that we can weave many stories out of the given outline. So as the pics are almost similar, but you have to create one another story in your own words, as you have got more idea, few enough idea that from these pictures and from this chapter. So now I really hope that you would be able to create your own story in most interesting way. So complete your work, stay happy, stay safe. Thank you.